guys. So my thoughts on Predator Badlands, and to be honest with you, I liked it. I'm actually going to open this while I talk about it. I actually picked this up, the G.I. Joe Classified series. What is this, 170? The Ghost Viper and Dire, Dread-Inducing Responsive Energy Beast. No, I'm not going to remember that, but I thought it looked pretty awesome. So I decided to pick it up, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago from Walmart. So anyway, Predator Badlands. Now, a lot of people are very upset at this movie. Like, they're pissed. And there are a lot of people that I look to for their honest take on movie reviews that I don't consider shills. And they seem pretty mad at this movie. And I could appreciate their opinion on it, their honest opinion. Like, I'm not upset with it, I'm just surprised. So these days, I tend not to look at too many people's reviews now because it's usually conflicting, where some of the people that are usually spot on aren't spot on, and the people that are spot on, but it's like I have one person who I trust saying, yo, it's really, really good, and then other people that I trust are saying, no, man, this sucks. So I usually just, maybe I'll watch one, and then I'll just go see it for myself. So I know there was that Hollywood Reporter review that seemed like, I don't know, it felt like it was like a joke for them, like they went and they saw it, and they were just being stupid in the review. So I didn't take it too serious. But what I can say is, if it was woke, I wouldn't say it was woke at all. And one thing of a lot of these reviewers, especially a lot of them that are like, you know, like, was a Critical Drinker, and a lot of these people who I like Neurotic. I haven't watched a Neurotic review. But a lot of these channels I actually like, and I think they're usually spot on. But I think for this one, I really didn't agree with them too much. Because even like on Fantastic Four, the movie, where it wasn't the greatest movie, I think if you throw it into the phases all the way up to Endgame, Fantastic Four is a meh movie, kind of like Ant-Man. But I can see where people would be like, oh my god, this is the greatest movie ever, Marvel's back. No, Fantastic Four, I enjoyed it, but it's meh compared to everything else. I don't think they're ever gonna have that moment again for a long time. Excuse me. But I'm willing to admit that the movie was pretty good compared to the other Fantastic Four versions that came out. Now, here's what I think. When they say they Disney-fied it, yes. And I think what people were angry about is that the Predator, right, is known to be a violent movie, right? We get that. And to me, just like, I think a majority of people, right, it's, you know, movies are subjective, but I think a majority of people will say that the original Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, 87, is the best Predator, which I think too. My second favorite Predator movie is Predators. I think that was a worthy sequel. As far as a number 3 runner-up, I don't think there is, unless I want to throw in that Predator 2. But that's not one that I really go back to and watch often. Alien vs. Predators, not really at all either. Although there's some aspects of Requiem that I like. Actually, let me rewind that. Predator Killer of Killers, I'm going to throw up there in the top 3. Because I watched it already, finally got to watch it. I want to watch it again for a second time, and I will say, that was a great movie. So I would say it would be Predator, Predators, and Predator Killer of Killers. So those are my top 3 right now. And I might dare to say I might throw Badlands up there. Now I know what they're trying to do. Yes, I don't think we're gonna get another ultra-violent Predator movie for a while. Unless Trachtenberg can convince Disney to do it, because I think what Disney wants to do is they clearly want to make this into a mega franchise, right? And we know that they want to throw them into Marvel. If you guys have been following my videos, they've already been crossing over Marvel and Predator and Alien universe. They already did. Like, they already have Predator kills the Marvel universe. They already have Predator versus Spider-Man. They already have, I just picked up this new issue. I just picked up the new issue, Predator kills the Marvel Universe #3, kind of like homage to Weapon X, which is awesome, so I just picked that up. And I just picked up Alien versus Captain America #1. So clearly, they're trying to make this into a big franchise like Marvel. So they're probably going to do, and when you go into the comic shops like I do, of course, you see that Marvel is pumping out solo Predator comics and Alien comics like Dark Horse used to do back in the day. They're pumping those comics out. Now, I haven't been paying attention to those. I haven't been following those. I've been following the Marvel crossovers, but eventually I'm going to have to go back into those because I want to see if any future movies are going to borrow from those new series that are coming out. Because I think they have one called Predator Black and Red or something like that, or Blood and Black, something like that. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. But they have their own series, right, they're coming out with, which I think is pretty dope. So clearly, they want to expand, and we know how they do that. So they made it PG-13. That way, you could take your family, your kids to it, right? And they can make toys. Now, we know NECA is coming out with Badlands figures. I think they said the first quarter or second quarter of 2026, so maybe about March, they'll start coming out with it. Now, I don't know if Hasbro, right, if they're gonna come out with their own version, and I feel like I've mentioned that before. Like, I'm wondering if they'll let Hasbro do any Predator or Alien toys, unless because since Disney acquired the rights, I would assume that they're able to do it. Unless, I don't know how that works. You know, I don't know if NECA has the rights. I don't know how many people, I don't know how that works. How having the rights, how many companies are allowed to. Oh, so that's pretty dope. Comes with kind of like a translucent snake. So anyway, so obviously the movie is very entertaining. For some reason, I felt it was long. I don't know why, and it really wasn't. I think it was like a 90 minutes. I don't know why it felt so long. I would say, what's her name? Ellen, the android. Her name is Thea. I was worried. One thing for sure, one thing you don't have to worry about, the story isn't about the android, Thea, which I didn't even think about that to the end until I realized, like, oh crap, it wasn't about her. Thank goodness it wasn't, because that's what a lot of people were worried about, that the movie was going to center around her, and it wasn't. What I will say, I was worried that when Deck, who's the Predator, met up with her, she was annoying as hell, because she kept talking and asking questions. And I'm like, okay, they had to throw in there the humorous bantering of the sidekick, and that was kind of annoying, so that worried me, because I'm like, oh, come on. I would say by midway through the movie and beyond, she was bearable. She wasn't too bad. And then they did pick up another little sidekick, a little monkey-looking thing that the Talisk, I think it's called, it was the animal who he had to hunt. It was actually its child, and it was like, okay, this is the other similarity to Disney, because you have the Grogu thing, and I was like, I felt that was a little corny, because I'm like, really? You're throwing in like a little pet thing? And I guess I could see from the side of merchandising, I don't see, like, it was, to me, it wasn't a Grogu. It wasn't a thing where I could see it's going to become so popular that people are going to want to buy it, especially by the end of the movie. It grows into an older Talisk anyway. So I think they can cut that character out, whatever. It wasn't too much of a big deal, but I'm like, really? I was like, whatever. this whole thing where they kept saying, and this is the people that I follow, kept saying daddy issues, daddy issues, daddy issues. Normally, if I didn't watch the movie and I saw a majority of their reviews, it would bother me so much because I'm like, oh man, they're going woke. They're saying he has daddy issues. He's gonna be weak. He doesn't have daddy issues. His dad, it made sense within the context of the movie. He was born a runt, and they're the predators, right? So their clan, they're kind of ruthless, and it's like, listen, this guy's weak. You know, he's kind of, this is the way I'm interpreting it. You're a disgrace. You're weak. We can't have you, you know, representing us. You can't be able to hunt by yourself. We're just gonna have to kill you off. That's it. And his brother, Kui, was ordered, yo, kill him. And his brother didn't, protected him. And his dad was so ruthless, he said, well, you're gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill you. Kill Kui. And the dad, even though he was on the ship, kind of sabotaged the ship to send them straight to Genai, I believe the planet was, where the palace was, because he figured, yo, you're gonna get killed anyway, because supposedly anybody that ever goes to that planet gets killed by the Callus, and that's it, right? So that was the conflict right there, and that was it. He wants to prove that, you know, he can be a head of his clan or be a part of his clan and prove to his father that he's worthy. So that whole daddy issue thing bothered me because it wasn't in the context of what you would think when it comes to like woke and woke kind of like programs and for stuff for modern audiences. And another thing that people kept saying in their reviews was that, oh, that Thea, the synthetic, the Weyland Yutani synthetic, kept telling him he has to work on his sensitivity, And that really wasn't in there. She didn't mention that at all. She kind of did mention something like that. I guess this is where they were coming from when the Kalisk, the little Kalisk, helped them when they almost got killed, I think, by that bison, that bone bison, or the tree. One of those, I forgot. I think I'm gonna watch it again. But Predator didn't give a fuck. He was like, yo, let's go, because to him, Theo was just a tool. Like, they weren't best friends, they weren't flirting, all this other stuff that you would think there was in the movie. It wasn't. She was a tool. That's what he called Thea. You are a tool, and I don't need him, I don't care. And she was kind of like, you know, feeling a certain way, trying to tell him, hey, you know, he helped you, he spit on you, because that's what he did to put a mark on you that he respects you, whatever, and you're just gonna leave him, like, you know, whatever. So I understood from her perspective, but I could appreciate that Deck was acting the way he did. Like, it makes sense for him to act like that. Like, so what? Survival of the fittest. He didn't have to help, but he helped, and now I'm out of here. So whatever. Eventually, he cozies up to the stupid little monster, and it is what it is. And then, eventually, you find out that the Kalisk doesn't kill Deck because it smells. As soon as it started smelling him, something told me. I didn't know that the little monster was the baby of it, but I knew that when it didn't kill him, it sniffed him because of something, because it didn't kill him automatically, but I didn't know what until eventually you found out that Buddy, or Bud, whatever they call him, that was his parent, was the big ass monster Alice. So the action was good. It was $100 million. The special effects, regardless of whichever part, felt, oh, this part looks good, this part looks CGI, whatever. Whole thing was CGI. The movie looked awesome, special effects, and that goes to show you, yeah, Disney, they tend to spend $300, $500, $1 billion on movies, and it looks like crap. So it's like Alien Romulus. They spent $80 million and they made $300 million, and the special effects look incredible in Alien Romulus. So you got the wolf. Man, I'm glad I picked up that police officer. I forgot his name. I got him still in the box. So you got the wolf right here. Man, I don't know what I want to do with these. It was just such an awesome pickup. I saw that other one with that big scorpion, but again, I usually pick up the G.I. Joe for the more for the soldier looking guys, even though I just picked up this 2-pack. I just dropped the shades. I think it's Stratton, but I really picked them up because he came with Sergeant Slaughter. You know what's cool though, on a side note, that a lot of these weapons and hands can fit on that Punisher, the John Bernthal. So you could always give him more hands if you want to go more weapons, since it was kind of disappointing. I got him on a McFarlane weapon right now. But anyway, back to the review. So the special effects were awesome. The action scenes were good. I like the way Deck was portrayed. He really, to me, wasn't softened up. He really wasn't softened up as a character. And I understand where people, because I was a little disappointed with how they did it in Prey, where they did the special effects for the face. It didn't bother me as much as I thought it was going to, and I think it's because they want him to emote more. I guess they want him to show more expression, and I understand that. Could they still show it with practical effects? I don't know, maybe, because people keep comparing it to the 87 one. Yes, the 87 one looks incredible. Even the Predator in Predators that was hanging up on the tree, even his effects look incredible. But I don't know if he was going to be able to emote as much as they wanted him to, being that this movie was going to center around Deck. Like, we were going to be with him for the entire movie, and they probably needed him to show all those emotions of screaming, being sad. I'm not going to say happy, but it didn't bother me as much as I thought it was going to. Would I like to see more practical effects being used? Yes, I think for certain scenes, just to have that, I think it's so dope to have those practical effects. But it didn't bother me as much as I thought it was going to bother me. Another thing, I know people were complaining that it wasn't violent. Like I said, I don't think we're going to get another violent Predator for a while, because I think they want to really blow this up into a franchise where people could take their families to. If it's done well, then it is what it is. Everyone has their different takes. Some people, I think it was Critical Drinker was bashing the planet of Yautja Prime. We didn't really get to see it to really bash the planet. I was glad that we got there for a little bit, but I know that in the Dark Horse comics, from the lore that they expanded on, which I hope Trachtenberg continues to take influence from, I don't know if it was in the comics, but I remember hearing, I think it was in Predators, and I don't know if it was in Predator, but there was a blood feud. Pretty much there's different factions of Predators that are beefing with each other. So it kind of makes sense that Deck would be seen as a runt and maybe be killed, and possibly not having to beef. Now at the end of the movie, his mother shows up, right? You know, I'm not upset that he worked with a synth, because it's like, oh man, now it looks like a buddy cop movie. It looks like a Disney movie. They Disneyfied it. He used to be by himself and killing. No, this could be seen why there's those blood feuds. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're working with synth. Oh, maybe they think she's human, and maybe that's why there's feuds. Maybe because those feuds, I think there might be something with runts where they kill. I think there's, I don't know if it was mentioned in one of the movies, but I think there are Yautja that are seen lesser than other Yautja and they get killed. So that right there can be explored on. Now, we've seen why there's some feuds going on within the Yautja. And I know, watching some videos, there's some of the Yautja live on different parts of the planet, where some come from a sand area, some come from a forest area. You can do whatever you want. You could be creative. It's all, fiction. You know what I mean? So, as long as it's good storytelling, then that's all I care about. Because we've tried that, right? We've tried the whole sticking to the same formula of 1987 Predator, and they seem to not get it right. And I think most people wanted to see something set on Yautja Prime, right? And I think the closest we got to that is Killers of Killers. And I want to see more of Yautja Prime. I want to see how they can expand on the lore of, how they govern things and how their citizens are and how their population is. I want to see more of that. I'd rather see that than constantly see humans just, escaping from a predator. We've already seen that, It's not gonna do well. At least from this side, you can get an action adventure like what we got. So that's why I thought it was good. And like I said, I like the action-packed rated R version, but I don't mind taking a departure and doing something different as long as the story is good. Now, Thea, could they get rid of her in the future? Yeah, unless they could think of some way, or as long as she doesn't become too annoying. I hope her character's a little serious, but I don't know. It could be cool. They could use her in a cool way to kind of tie into Weyland Yutani and Alien vs. Predator if they keep her in the story. So that could be useful. I heard that the Yautja Prime in lore is basically a matriarch society where the women stay home or stay in the communities or whatever and take care of the communities while the males hunt. So they said, hey, you could go another route of her coming to deck and saying, hey, you're throwing off the order of things, by killing your dad when you should be the one getting killed. Who knows? Maybe he might team up with Dutch and the other guys that were frozen. I have no idea. Other than that, I don't really have too many negative things to say about it. The fact that there was no blood I wasn't even thinking about that. You could use your own imagination and say, yeah, it's a good thing that they actually sent synths to these planets, because if we watch Ridley Scott's movies, every human being does the most stupidest mistakes ever, so you might as well send synths. If you're gonna send anyone on these missions, that's not gonna be a liability. And if they do mess up, it's synths, right? So they're robots. They're gonna get destroyed. You don't have to worry about sending humans there. If you want to go that route, right? You can use your imagination, and you can say that a lot of these ideas could have been used from the lore from Dark Horse Comics or whatever lore they're creating now. Yes, did it feel like a Marvel Disney movie with an adventure? Yes, but it was done pretty good. While I welcomed it, I was there, I was entertained because it was something different. So I am going to see it again so I can at least get a second take on it. I am looking forward to a possible sequel, definitely to Killer of Killers, and I wasn't disappointed. So I think this whole notion, a lot of people are making it seem like the movie is like woke and making it seem like it's so Disney-fied that it's unwatchable. I would say no. Now, it's up to you. I think if you go and watch it, it's not a waste of time. Some people might say, you might as well just wait for it to come out on streaming. But if you're one of those people that are very cautious, you're not really a Predator person, and you're like, I kind of want to see it, I don't know. If you're really not sure, then just wait till streaming. But if you are a Predator fan, I would suggest to go out and watch it. Go watch it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I think the people that are like raging, upset, again, it's subjective, it's your opinion. It's almost like at some point you kind of gotta let go of the past, because the likelihood of us getting another banger like Predator 87, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, especially if Disney having it. So if Disney's gonna have it for now and they're gonna make it a damn Disney adventure, just don't do it like Star Wars, please. That's all I ask. Don't do it like a Marvel. Please don't woke it. Don't turn, the Predator a certain way. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see in the sequel. We'll see how it goes in the sequel to Killer of Killers, and then we'll see in the sequel of this movie, and we'll see in the sequel of Romulus, as long as Ridley Scott isn't directed, because I don't think the original director of Romulus is coming back. I don't think he's coming back, and I wouldn't be surprised why. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to take in an ambitious new role, because with Romulus we got a lot of throwbacks to the original, and I think a lot of people were annoyed, which was understandable. And I think the Romulus sequel was gonna just be a whole new, brand new thing. No callbacks, no nostalgic, no member berries, no quotes. It was gonna be straight up original story. But really, Scott still has kind of his fangs in it, and maybe, because really Scott gotta go. But anyway, because I remember the director of Chappie who wanted to do an Alien movie. He had some great ideas, and he couldn't do it either. So, it might be those things that a Romulus sequel might be good, but it might retread stories of old figures. Man, this figure looks awesome, man. Man, good thing I didn't stick to G.I. Joe, man, because these figures are incredible. Man, they should do something, man. If they did something, Predator Badlands figures or Predator figures, oof, they might give NECA a run for their money. But anyway, overall, let me just cut this video off because I'm going forever. Overall, what do I give this Predator out of 4 stars? I give it 3 stars. It's very good. It was very entertaining. And I think it's a good time at the theater, Too many movies don't come out in the theaters anymore. Nobody goes to the movies. It's a good reason to get out the house. You know what I mean? Being that we got so much garbage Predator movies, it's another refreshing take. Again, I like Prey. Didn't really get on board with a 90-pound soaking wet girl beating down this Predator. It is what it is. Overall, it was a good movie. Prey was good. It was refreshing. Killers was dope. I give that 3.5 stars, but this one I give 3 stars. Predator Badlands, check it out. Did you see it? What'd you think? You're gonna go see it again? I'm definitely gonna add it to the 4K collection. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. Peace.